Hey everybody, I'm Lee with Olsen Equine, and today we've got Linda Barnett with us, and we have a super cool story.
Yes.
Tell us all about it. She owns a great horse named Sully. Tell us about Sully's story.
So Sully is a world champion barrel horse that we purchased, and he began really having some trouble. He began bucking really big, going to the first barrel, having a lot of pain. We took him to our vet, and he found that he was really needing some changes made in his shoeing. And we brought him straight to Lee, and Sully, we are happy to say, is now running and placing in the 1D again.
That's awesome. That's a pretty amazing story, and it gives me goosebumps. Helping horses is what gets me out of the bed in the mornings. But we had an unfair advantage. We knew Sully. We used to shoe him from people that
Yes.
you bought him from. So it was a pretty easy fix. That was one shoeing. So normally it's a 3 shoeing thing. Our goal is normally 70% the first time, and then we'll get him the rest of the way. But for what happened to Sully is he has angular limb deformity, meaning his legs want to twist out. So we had to do a few things. We'll get into that. But I'm really glad that it worked out and looking forward to the future.
We are so blessed to have gotten Sully and coming to you.
That's awesome. Well, glad he's here. Check this out. Can't wait to show you. Hey everybody, I'm Lee with Olsen Equine, and today I've got a cool story for you. So at first glance, this is just your average good-looking Palomino barrel horse, right? Well, look down here. Look at this conformation. So in here lies the problem. So as you're looking, he is not straight-legged. He's not standing like this. You can tell that these legs are twisting out. Look at the flat of the knees. Both these knees are sitting like this. Oh. So as you can tell, when he stands like that, he puts a lot of pressure on his medial heel right here. And if you come around to the side, you can see there's some growth rings right here. That's just proof of overloading in the past. So what we're going to do, this is the second time that we've shot him. We used to shoe him for a long time, and then he got sold, and he got to where he just wasn't working very well. He actually got to where he was bucking running to first barrel, and this is a sweet horse, so definitely not typical of him, right? Well, goes to the vet. Vet says the shoeing needs fixed, so we get to see him and we get him fixed up, and now he goes back and now he's placing in the 1D. Check this out. I'm going to show you what we did. Okay. I wish we had a video of last time, but so when he stands crooked like this, we're going to lower the lateral side, and it's going to tip him to the side and put even pressure. So first thing first is just clean the foot up. The last thing I want to ever do is over trim the frog, but you have to make it to where it cleans out good. So just a little light cleanup. That's really all I want to do, because the frog is super important, so need to leave as much as possible. Same thing with the sole. I'm not trying to take too much out. Still want it to help us and not hurt us. And if we take too much off, it is going to hurt us. So you can tell I didn't nip over here. That's because I want to trim him lower on the lateral side. And that's all I'm going to want to touch on the medial side. check my sole depth by putting my rasp across there. I think I can take a little bit more. So what we're doing is we're trimming this side lower than this side, but it still needs to be flat this way. So evenly tipped over. Always check balance with your opposite hand. And I think I got him a little too much that way. But that's good because it's easier to take more off than it is to put it back on. So I had the luxury of having a little extra foot to work with there. So, Leah, can you look straight down? So you can tell it's higher right here than it is right here. Okay, so next, this is the Mustad Equilibrium roller. This is actually reset because we used it last time. It's pretty awesome to be able to reset an aluminum shoe, and we taper the lateral side down to accommodate what we're trying to do to even out his conformation. A lot of times people might think that they need a new shoe every time, and if the shoe isn't working for you, then yes, you are correct. But you have to consider the wear is right where it needs to be. So really, he just got it where he wanted it. Checking my fit. Well, that's perfect. The hoof has expanded, so we're getting a lot stronger right here. So that's a good sign. It means the foot is moving in the right direction. Look from the front. Look how much better he's already standing just after the trim. Remember how he was looking before? We're never going to fix him. We just want to make him comfortable. So you could nail this on, but the thing that you have to remember is we're nailing into the white line. So if you're pushing it, you want to be on the outside of it, and then you can drive your nails up higher. Where if you're pushing it and getting right on the inside of the white line, then that's when you're going to get a chance of a hot nail. A hot nail happens when you go inside the white line. It's where it goes in, not where it goes out. So high nails are good. A high nail is a happy nail. Remember that, because it's stronger. You got more nail in there. But when it's lower, you can still have a hot nail depending on where you drove it in. So if it's too far inside the white line, that's bad. So I need to keep opening this up. Here's one little move to do that. It always gets the bottom side more. There we go. I like that a lot better. Okay, Hollis, you're up.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
See the gap under here? So we're going to fill that up with dental impression material in a second. Comfort mix, to be exact. Look over here. Yep, go ahead, Hollis. So one thing I like to do is put just a little bit of mud in the commissures of the frog right here. And what that'll do is it'll keep any impression material the same as the pour-in pads from making a sharp point. And it also keeps bacteria from forming there. So just put it where you want it. Push it down. Get your shoe where you like it. I remember being a young farrier and making fun of people that tapped on their shoes as they were nailing them on like I just did. And I remember thinking, you know how I know your shoes don't fit? And now I just pretty much do it on every foot. And I think it's just a higher level of fit. So what we're doing is we're letting him stand on it and make him put all his weight on it. And what that'll do is it'll squish out all the high spots. Leah. Likes it. All right. So you can tell it got squished everywhere we needed it to. Low nail, heel nails, that's not a heel nail, it's a third nail. But on a foot like this, it's pretty risky. So I'm not going to drive the one in the medial. I tried. I mean, I could make it work, but it's not worth it. I did set this shoe back a little bit, so I'll just and once this impression material is set up, you can just trim it out. And it actually works as a mechanical wedge because, like a snowshoe, it's not going to allow the back half of the foot sink into the ground, but the toe will. So it's going to keep this horse tipped up. So this shoeing package is an equilibrium roller, which has a lot of breakover in it, which accommodates all a lot of pathologies. You know, any rotational limb issues like this horse, whether they toe in or toe out, or the whole leg is twisted like this one, the breakover that goes all the way around the shoe is really accommodating for that. And then the 3D frog pad that we used, that you saw Hollis cut out and put on, that is a wedge, but also with the pad, it's going to have frog support. So this horse used to have sore heels, now it doesn't, because we unloaded the heels by using this. So now come look from the front and just look how much straighter that leg is. A lot better than it was before. Look how flat the knee is. Now the knee, it's not straight and not perfect by any means, but it is a little more this way instead of standing there like this. And a lot of people always want to know, well, how long does a horse have to stay in this? A lot of times if there's a problem, 3 shoeings maybe, but on a horse like this that has bad conformation, they have to stay in it for most of their life, most of the time. Because if the conformation isn't right, that's never going away, right? So as long as that's still there, so will the shoes. Have a great day. God bless America.